Greetings comrades and welcome to the new video. Today I will show you a cold yogurt soup that we very much enjoy to eat during the summertime. We don't have it only in Bulgaria. I think that in Turkey they also prepare things like that. I'm not sure if it's the same, but I know they have something quite similar. It's called Tarator. It's one of the freshest things you can prepare during the summer, especially if it's cold. We will use cucumbers, we'll use yogurt, we'll use garlic, basically only good things. The bonus points here come from the homemade yogurt. I learned how to make homemade yogurt, so I guess expect a video on that soon. We typically use this soup as a side dish, but if you feel very hot and you want something refreshing and salty, if you sweat and lose a lot of salt, this cold soup is exactly for you. If you come to Bulgaria, come to visit, go to a nice restaurant, go to a nice place, order some Tarator. They'll serve it in a big glass, like the Germans serve beer in these glasses, and you just drink the Tarator. And this is not only for the summer. Basically you can prepare it whatever you want, as a side dish to some meat and potatoes, to some rice and meat, to something. Basically it's a perfect side dish, and the garlicky flavor just augments everything you have on the table. With that said, let's see how this very easy Slav cold soup is prepared, and I hope you will enjoy it. Every nice Tarator should start with some nice cucumbers. I bought these from the local vegetable grocery. The seller here said that he personally grew these cucumbers in his garden, so I trust him. These were quite sweet, by the way. We just need to peel them with a peeler because it's the easiest way, and after that we'll focus on peeling some garlic cloves. I have around 4 or 5 of them, but you can of course adjust the amount depending on how much garlic you like to eat. You can even skip the garlic, but just add some garlic in the Tarator. You won't regret it. Once we clean our garlic cloves, we need to clean some dill, which we'll need for the Tarator. Just take your fingers through the stem, and the things we need from the dill, basically its leaves, would fall off. This would maybe take some time, but in the end we should have something like a moss and we'll just need to cut it in the smallest pieces possible with the knife like that. And our dill is ready. We transfer it to a container. We may not use all of it, so we can use it for something else, but yeah, for the Tarator we'll need some of it. The next step is to prepare some walnuts for the Tarator. These are optional. A lot of people don't add them, but I enjoy how they taste. And one more thing is yogurt, of course. This is homemade yogurt, and in the future expect a video on how to make homemade yogurt. It's quite easy.
Ти мляко ли можеш да правиш, бе? Кой те научи? Аз не съм ти казвала. Падни лошо, хубаво ти е станало млякото.
And we need to cut our cucumbers into small cubes. The other way to do it is just to grate the cucumber. There's two types of people who eat Tarator with cubed cucumber and who eat it with grated cucumber. I'm the type who eats it with cubed one. Cut it well, the smaller the better, and we're almost ready to start assembling the Tarator. One of the things we have to do before that is to crush our garlic cloves against the cutting board with the knife. Make sure not to cut yourself while doing that. Crush them really well, and after that with the knife just cut them into the smallest pieces possible. The other way to do it is with mortar and pestle, just to make the garlic into some kind of garlic cream. But I like some chunks of garlic, to be honest. Yeah, your garlic in the end should look like something like that, small pieces of garlic.
Значи в Таратора се слага колкото краставици, толкова чесън.
We unite it with the cucumbers, and it's time to bring out some flavors by adding salt to our cucumber and our garlic and mixing well everything. We add the dill on top and mix again, and now it's time to add the yogurt. I add all of the yogurt I have, around 500 to 600 grams of it, and start mixing very well until everything is well incorporated. On top I'll add some olive oil. Typically back in the day we didn't have olive oil here, so we just added sunflower oil, but I enjoy the taste of olive oil more to be honest. Mix again and add some water if you want it more thin. If you want it more thick, just don't skip the water or add low amount of water. And I tasted it, so it needed a little bit more salt to fix it. And the hardest part is basically done. Now for the garnish of walnuts, make sure not to eat all the walnuts before garnishing. We'll just cut them with the knife really well. Make sure not to overcut them because we want to feel some texture of the nuts. Just make sure not to have whole walnuts in the tarator, and you should have something like that in the end.
Тъй като ги кълцаш тия орехи да не си накълцаш и пръстите.
Now it's time to serve. In a bowl I add some ladles of tarator, the more the better if you ask me, and on top I'll sprinkle some of the leftover dill we have.
А така, колкото повече копър, толкова по-хубаво.
I'll add some more olive oil because why not? And I'll sprinkle the walnuts we just cut. And here is our tarator looking good, waiting for it to be eaten. The tarator Slav difficulty level is 1 out of 5. Nothing really to mess up here. Basically mix everything and enjoy it. But if you prepare your own yogurt, it may be a little bit harder. Let's say 3 out of 5. And now let's have something like a taste test.
То таратор хубаво, ма сякаш ядем.
Okay, comrades, time to try this classic Slav summer soup, cold soup with yogurt, walnuts, dill, cucumbers, basically all the good things. Some olive oil on top. You can add sunflower oil, but I prefer olive oil most of the times. So let's give it a nice try. Make sure to take a cucumber, a walnut, basically from everything to feel all of the taste. This is what I call fresh summer perfection the Slav way. You can adjust the amount of garlic, of course, or you can skip the garlic if you don't enjoy it. You can make it more thin by adding more water, or you can make it even thicker by not adding water at all. It's called dry tarator because you don't add water. Some people enjoy it like that. And there are two camps. One of the camps is like me. They cut the cucumbers in cubes. The other camp basically grates them, but I don't enjoy the grated cucumber. But you can try it and tell me which of the two versions you enjoy. I personally enjoy the cubed cucumber version. The walnuts are also optional. A lot of people don't add them, but I love the nutty texture and the nutty taste. Typically we use this cucumber soup as a side dish to some meat dish like rice and chicken rice. I've shown it to you a while ago. Rarely you see anyone eating only this for lunch or anything, but again, it's a nice thing to eat in the summer. If you visit Bulgaria someday and go to a restaurant, they can serve it to you in a glass, like in a huge glass, so you can drink it. They have the option for you to add ice in if you want it more cold. I personally don't enjoy it with ice, but a lot of people do, and they just drink it from a glass. But this is the thinner version of the tarator. And that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed this Slavic cold soup, and I hope you give it a try. Now I'll just eat it plain like that because it's very good and I want to enjoy the taste. Slav you next time, comrades.